to say ekoba sa nti Kofi nde 24-hour economy no akwa dane say 24-hour market ensan ye 133 no sisi a o ma dane policy no a o mo se dwa na o mo ba be den o mo ba be si amaye ene no baako ena nde nso Kofi wo hwe akuafo the agric sector say they atete apansam a niema enhye dan ye den enkoyie koku akuafo esu from November last year ya to koku up to now me ne okasai yentua wonka nansan ya wo Kajebi district yen sister district wa haya koku akuafo demonstration wo Kajebi me yo kyerɛkyerɛ ni okoye schools ma wetimi de mo cameras akoye school mu ya buye school about 3 weeks ni mbofra no dodo no a entimi mba school because of anwonkyerɛ ho mo awofo kakra ombanya no mu de atoto nema provisions ne nema kakra na o magya mbofra no kwan ma ba school no mbofra no nyina egufi o mu ntimi mba school because of anwonkyerɛ den yewu ufri ho no ma na waba ye ka bi ma minka bi a ye nyina ya giatum you can say the tenet and the features of democracy free speech one of the tenets of democracy. Nde o kire wadwen as Ghana ni a na ya bechiw na edu akotum se wakasa tia and because of what kire wadwen ti na ya bechiw na ye tataw. And also the culture of what silence ena sesia ya introduce ewo kabi mamin kabi amambom untimi kire wadwen as Ghana ni ye free hono mo nso a wodi NDC anase MP emfa ne say MPP ye party ye ba power in 2017 prior to 2016 campaign na ye major policy pa ye di year campaign ye free SHS ye ba 2017 ye take over September mu 10 months na ya rolling out free SHS ewo manyimu bibia ekoso Ghana embofra eco school free senior high school free bandei yembisa ye won say 1 year 7 months and say 6 months ni 24-hour economy no ewo yin eye NDC major campaign message ede na si ewo yin fa ohwehwe awuhu mini aga biti hai o enadmo director ontena office onenam na odi ntete adentia because 1 year 6 months ni o ma read budget ne ho niama nsio ascha se eto mframa ne niama amanfo ajapade esai esenka onye relief items no di support omo a ayi omo dan no mo apanim sa niema nti ontimi internal office because of challenges ebanti onam na odi ntete as director se me bo on net ha onka nti ohwe amambo no a nana niema nkoyie akuafo su ahonkyera bo man no mu nti se ye flag bearer ekohia ye MPs na oka se omumbo omo na 2029 ye ba beje oman no na ya ye oman ni yi a na ewo njina so ogina so di kan asasem no eye ekwan a anasa amambo bone a ekoso na Ghana fo nso omoto aba se omo pese omo abrabo mu bekoyi nti eno so na ye flag bearer gina ena odi 2 MPs ye minority for na nim se omunsiesi omo ho na enche bia ye ba bagitumi na ya beye oman ni ndei bibia ewo oman yi mu ye judiciary has been compromised bibia asai wo oman yi mu 2024 na wo hwe mbabun mekura meti hai nana maja me koko about 3 acres kra me si obi because na 2024 will be direction na MPP aban no edi oman no kɔ ema mbabu anya gidie sɛ this time there ye be kokuyayom because na sika banche aninje nko a wo fa ba bia wadamfo kra hu a ɔse o sei brana me nko ye fine bandei banche enton kuku enton kuku no kra ya nya nte ye sɛ price no kra no omo sa ba ye den omo bete so eno se ye nkombo a omo di na Ghana for ye twɛn omo so mbanya kukuduro no abɛka kyerɛ en sɛ kuku no kakra no kra ya aton a omo ntua ye ka na omo sa bete so bi nti nana amambo no de enkoyi niema nkoyi ahonkyere nko a na ohwɛ ye mampani in 2008 ano ye running mate oka sembi because in there ye wo hai ndc omo hia bia big push ye akwan ye say oka sembi in 208 say aban bia ba oya akwan wo sisi school adan wo ye we eno exercise in mediocrity nti say wo party bi ko gina hono say wo maye we ma ye akwan nti ento aba mawa eno no because aban bia responsibility nti emfa nka asem nti at that time no o pa kire ne say aban said there ne say ube sisi school so be we but wo electorate na say omamba no so wo hwe okotoku mu ansa na waye den wato aban
yo me da si
eye kwan na osisi school adan ba wudi wonsa to botom na enkosi bibia so a na kyesa amambo na enye den enkoyi
yo abusiafo eye owurad monyamfo Martin Yaosechi na wote ne nka na okasa edima MPP osuroko amayuku na mepese mebisa betiefu asem Owura Martin ka bibi se omo ba aban mu 2016-17 no free SHS no omo di ye adwuma na eye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 24-hour economy o kanye ebesi sampempenso yi na me bisa wa oso utie me se osono efa yafunu a bosome dodo osei na ode wo aponche efa yafunu a bosome dodo osei na ede wo di aka no mfa enkwa adwunhwim sagabi akwaba
nana we dem je so kakra
yo na pasafo nyina ho te sei
nana
o ya ma papa Davi na mama Doris
kwatana wo ye pa
ye de nyame ase oni ba ye tonfo nyina ye chia om na asemu a aba betodwe muso musei
nana menchia na menchia tief
medase
na menchia His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama Sremu Sejata na machia Dr. Geoffrey Kinney ni MC Honorable Awal Joseph Antwi
manfo so kasa kasa na mra bonte
Honorable Joseph Awal Antwi ni me able communication director and officer Salisu Jibrila ni all the 1408 branch executive formal register ewo NDC mo nana me brand kasa na fe no wu di ntia wa mantem no because then the flag bearer na kai no na onum sa obeya defend in the system do topic no bedae no wa peruse document sa hwehwe no sa say obetimi anya bibi abeka ndi wa hwɛ sa antina time no against ni kakra entina want me amba ntima wa ballot because bi onyina yet in contact me say won contact say time ni almost 9 by 9 10 9 11 no nya meduru haye and the fact remains say bra okasa no he the fact remains say na the document na was on kind no na ontimi kan wiye entina wa delay because oba e kra bag a wo de buy ni papers ni pens wo de buy kra no na ojo say me pen bi betimi aye say mistake ontimi ntro nti wo de pens ni books ni back and the buy and wa kasa nso no o de afa want me anka the actual point na flag bearer na kan me was 10 minutes by the end of my term, me demonstrate say the flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawunia, need the governance of Ghana parallel. Because the parallel, when we say OJHS primary, no, you actually parallel lines. You see parallel lines, it was a new converging point. The parallel lines no is straight in Shada. Nana, give me so in Shada, parallel lines in Shada, and Anamibwa. Inti me demonstrate the intia on the flag bearer. Need that of the governance of Ghana parallel. I'll demonstrate that. But before then, you know, say you are given a period of 4 good years, true of us. And that period of 4 good years, no, would the manifest to just say within this period of 4 years, no, way. It basically a squad dine say, we say, within the period of 4 years. And it is a social contract between you and the people of Ghana. Until the government of Ghana, the people of Ghana gave the NDC 4 good years mandate. And within that 4 good years mandate, Nana say a yeah, my promises be brave. But I can't 24-hour economy. Now say you're not beyond FM journalist no more. And Nana launch 24-hour market. The person trying say a market is not part of economy. That's the point he's trying to make. A marketer, ultra-modern marketer, including not just a market, but fire service post, guest house, everything embedded in the market is not 24 hours economy. It doesn't enter the 24-hour economy. That's the point he's trying to make. Say, we market, say, obe ultra-modern market, I be included BBR and a 24-hour market. That's the point he's trying to make. And I was so a bit disappointed. Or make disappointed. I was like, how? Bravo, pa. Because clearly, now me feel say onum de oka, but or reiterate the same point say 20 or my or no they use 1 year to launch free senior high school. Anna say ufon krawa Google article 25 clause 1 enu deja enu na babino bini state emphatically say the Omamotro 1992 Constitution, it was written in the year 1992. By then, by then 1 year, I mean, I don't know his age. By then, it was conceptualized by people, even by then, MPP for alloys for Cromboy Quartier. Ghana Bar Association, most of them no more, including Nakufado. Omboy Quartier. Article 25 clause 1A, B, it clearly say free senior high school in its various form, you can go, will be progressively be made free. And proud to that, John Dramani Mahama in 2015, launched what we call progressively free senior high school.
His Excellency, Mr. Yamfeni Diema.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Launched progressively free senior high school. Our country has it. Or no name, because then I know a deputy secretary. And then the then Minister for Education, Napo, admitted say that then the Eswa government then released over 4 million Ghana cedis to keep the inception or the introduction of free senior high school. But Wabaha, and I say free senior high school was the brainchild of the MPP, just to mislead the public. We don't do that. You don't do that. Because we call secretary, brah. And secretary is not a small poso. In this way, Kasim Bia was say, when you're fat right, na Kasim. Again, oka free speech as him. Oh, there are wines and this time around crowd, there's no free speech. So we Kasakra and they will cow you into silence and all that. He didn't take time to even look at the Freedom Press Index and Sanawaba. So we Google from 2022 till date. The highest press freedom index was achieved under John Dramani Mahama just a couple of weeks back. I had a vim, one vigor, one I don't know the courage, because who person the deputy secretary, who person when yanka, unkabia, who person wankabi. But it is not done so, brah, because
say after this discussion, after taking your phone and Googling and seeing the what we've achieved, fourth in Africa, there's something in the whole world, you will realize, say, we are not joking in this country. I feel I'm come as so. But me was saying, they are gearing towards governance, and so his people to gear towards governance. You see, in August 2008, Nana Akufo-Addo appointed Dr. Bawunia as the running mate against all odds. By then, your manager say na only membership card craft of the MPP. But I say why you Bank of Ghana anti. I was say Omambe flag a vice presidential candidate. And found by Obayano, he made a couple of comments. Nana Akufo-Addo I said, didn't you already Bawumia ban say Bawumiano? Why you Juma Bank of Ghana? Only a ban economy na. Only dio until Obabes trendy currency. 2014, and about Master Sokasa, after we lose the election, when I was at Sokasa, the first comment I'm making in the public and say, when the fundamentals of the economies are weak, they say you will expose you. Then, 2014, the city to the law was only 2 cities, 2 Ghana cities, and I'm making a comment. Forward. Okachire say, why you more Bank of Ghana? 2014, no opposition, no. Why you more Bank of Ghana? And I scan over Ghana. Nti en wose yen kwama na ne nko bobusia akwan yeyi no kran wose yen kwama na nko bobusia na ye betimi atol ye very slow na de aye ne de aye akwan na Akufo Bawumia na kasa o and fufu antata Ghana for atuatia NDC into on by the first comment on making in public again there are 90 days kind of thing na on release no and of state the economic management team of the MPP. Then time Obonedin Abba for like Bawumia Obonedin Abo Kenufurata Din Alan Chamantimo now Bomodin. Eka say even the CD no lucky dollar no the key no the Akoma IGP. Bawumia was a lucky dollar no the key na Akoma IGP. Then but the person can say after all this is commenting Akufo-Addo 7 8 years. Even with that 8 years, there were a lot of challenges that engulfed us. As him as the head of the economic management team, inflation at a point in time, I could do over 54%. Unemployment rate, it could do almost 15%. The debt, the country debt, almost moving up from 120 billion, I could do almost 800 and something billion Ghana cedis. Debt to GDP, 86% at a point in time. Fuel. I could do almost 70 cities at a point in time. Now, upon all this, no one know. Abe Katre say, you are gearing towards governance. And I wouldn't. Oka said they were gearing towards governance. No one can be. You know, governance can be positive and negative. Because under Akufo-Addo, you can't tell me we had a positive governance. We had a highly negative governance. Inti one time pinpoint say a positive governance or negative governance mean that this way we are giving opportunity again. They are not going to give us a negative governance, but a highly negative governance. In a sense, say, so we say, omni yakura se siya krana. Ekwa say division. You know, Bawumia is an imposed candidate. Imposed in the sense saying a electioner. It can branch election, no bottom up approach. It means it can branch election. Now constituency, now region, now national. But in their case, they are imposing Bawumia on people. And even Bawumia no crown okay division because last time I heard him, you know, they have about 4 or 5 people going for chairmanship. Chairman went to me. What's the name? Ajako, Polafoko, and a John Boadu. Whenever Makatre chairman went to me say he happened to be the incoming chairman of the New Patriotic Party. When he said, "I said, chairman," but he had a vim. And I said, "We a leader. You try as much as possible not to align with anybody." But he had a vim and vigor to mention the name of Chairman Wontimi as the incoming chairman of the NPP. What's in division? So the point is saying, Nkami, the mistake earlier and say, with all this attitude, all this attribute, all this character, of Bawunia doesn't show say they are gearing towards governance. In fact, they are gearing towards not in opposition in the nearest possible time, but they are gearing towards opposition in the highest possible time.
Yo. Abusuafo na bi etie for eye se Gabi na mote ne nka no. Na yese sedie eye owia osida no. Enye saa so na eye okusie osida. Eno so mo fa nkwa adwendwen mu. Na we de me ma 3 minutes. Rebata bibia wo ha obeka wadaroma. De okan yi.
Madawas. Em se menua Gabi. Yebe share mu ha no mo sei no. Enka manhya ase wa mama manhya ase a nka menjindi se obenya bibia aka.
This is what set agenda man.
Yeah, debi man set agenda man but oba empty. Ntina ne mpa ebo nyina no se mehya ase na wanya bibia aka. Oba ya na bibia ni tim oba be kan wa ha. Oka asem bi se man yen hwehwemu ana se men konkoye me research yi, which means ono oti hai wa bempa ni nibdie no e wosoro ba mpese me kire no se oka asem bi wo ha based on nia ono nim se paralyze enhia odi scenario bi wa ha ba mpese me kire no se wate Professor Lute Dia or a member of NASA watch your book onko research. Professor Lute approves a paralyze a dru babia a shia onim nto onko e research yi ensi bibia keke tete we tete niam ya kire but we are in the modern world nimdie no akọ ama niam bebre esesa ba ono oda so wo tete mbre no nto onko na onkonko ye ne research yi na wambetena fidie ka sie su na bibia na oka ena wasanka asem because wantimi an demonstrate ni ntia yeto abawo ni a oka no ntina medical kan san kama ansha ase anka onya bibia anka ade nti na Ghana for yeto abama ono anka san woti hai o enadmo director 1 year 6 months said the medical kan relief items ben abani office ndewo ko no office kura ayi student mattress ba kokura wonya wo no office ho iron sheet ba kokura wonya wo no office nti ontimi ntena office onam na odi ntete because problems na eba no oni bibia obetimi dia solve nti onam na odi ntete ontimi ntena na office nso ya to aba 1 year 6 months ni aban already budget about 2 times edi amai eba ne sen na wo as me na me ye no a nka me resign from a post unim nentia because as a young politician awoba na edu akọhye babi resources a wo hia edi aye adwuma no unni bi ye ku political career wonnim nti afutu amede be mana na pai ne se ofri hanom a onko jae na adwuma no ngu ho no na se onam na obeye ne politics a wonni position bi a ebeboa no rather than say waji position no na party for ehia mboa Ghana for nkwantaman
now yes for man
na ye ba won chen a na wonam ho di ntete excuses ne ayi nti advice amede be ma no na say oba program nso a onjai say matie no ndene me first time me na share onjai say or try say ebia nipa na ono na be share no ono ni nimdie e wo soro sesa nipa no na namba what mase me o kire ni but me nka se ono ote ha na onye kire ni nti no mbem undermine no say bia me nimdie e wo soro se no nti advice amede be ma
yo me da se Owura Martin Yausechi incoming MPP constituency secretary papa enra na ye ne krada eje ya Gabi Wadaro mpacho 3 minutes
na 3 minutes me brand me fisa beka bibio but then in rebata no already sisiano want me point say maybe me ya akoye say minim danger me ya malani nkrofo say maybe minimum desium want me demonstrate wana kan trasa me forward the information me am says here when you say one on some disaster management issue. And the letter I sent to you right now was dated 14th of just last month. 14th of this month, 14th of this month, 2026. Signed by me. Addressed to Office of the Coordinator, Compensation Disbursement Unit, Accra. And later I may sign it, I may copy MC, was about the disbursement of funds to Crawford flood, the upstream flood now affected in 2023 under their watch, under the MPP. About 338 names. 338 names affected along the river line. The Kabete, Vume, Teacher Kope, Njari Sani, and all that along that stretch. Under their watch, the NADMO, he's talking about saying you need relief items. We are now working towards the disbursement of funds to those people. Omo bizongo teacher kope vume nole kope kabeti so omo make me friend no testify say am how me take data say this base afana mamwa until later me send ma osisi ano a TPF say it has been done and dusted, it has been validated, and we are about to distribute funds to them. The idea I see what we need to trio. We are now coming to disburse them. You under your watch as a MPP under the leadership of Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawunia, you were not able to do anything to salvage that situation. And you are here talking, say, maybe one officer after me that me join me in the office. And last time it was share my office. And I did, I'm not share office. Oh, my one pay. And I'm say, and now you've not made an attempt to even come to my office. So what you are saying is neither here nor there. And if I were you, I'll shut up. Two. Say, Oko GSA, you could document as to schools now, sebi apapapano. You know, one thing is that we don't have to joke with our jobs. Anything I make us say, maybe say NDC na employ, but I didn't say anything about it. NDC as MPP, 8 years, they didn't elevate you from a teaching. No, you are still a teacher. I know NDC employed you, but I didn't say anything about it. Why are you roping in my job? The point in said, Oko GSA here, not much mama schools now papa in the various schools na one kwanta safo no man wase tutokwane Ofosu and other schools who were able to provide this thing roofing sheet to alleviate the plight of the students. This is one bibi anka ya bisa. That's what I say. To end it, you see, me fi say comment na they make kaka kanyina no me fi say we ka bibi afan. But want me anka fi afan. But then I will just leave it there.
Then I'll kind.
And he had to say the actual Minsunupa comment now make about the judiciary. You under your watch, MPP, Afino Markins was able to make sure that the empaneled judges of the school within 2 hours. One year judgment within that period. And the enemy said by convention, Supreme Court doesn't sit on Fridays. But Afino Markins are also then. It me I ensure the Supreme Court etna within a period of 2 hours. Mama judgments. He was the same person who said, say, the executive cannot manipulate the judiciary. So what has changed now? Then he was like, the executive cannot manipulate the judiciary. After in there, he has turned back and he's not after all the judges for him. Meanwhile, he's a renowned lawyer. And you as a lawyer with that supposed repute, you know. Say before you become a judge, you have to practice over 5 years. True or false? Until person can tell me say, judge now what nas assembly so what judges assembly so remandi abuna you know. And they not one lawyer da.
Yo, Segami. Me pacho.
Some comment are there, you don't have to make them.
Yo.
You don't have to make them at all.
Me da see. Ebusia na be here for amount for the omo comments aba any omo messages. Now obi di about say I'm Kweku from Nkwanta. Nana, if we can reset Ghana, they should go and bring former finance minister back to Ghana. Thank you. Kweku me da see any your message out aba. Now we be so edi aba also saying or say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia must unite all aspirants and call unity to the party. Dr. Bawumia stop urging MPP MPs to position the party as government in waiting. Hi to incoming chairman Teria Japan, Akoto Bright and Salisu Zibrela by Ejatumfo Kofi Dadieba Pampaso on the day sa message we so ebaye enti Kofi Dadieba enne your krada michia babia wubia obi so ediabos good morning. We have mixed the sweet voice of Damke. Tell Gabi to concentrate on NADMO activities and stop deceiving us from Bekialogy inside Nkwanta on the disa a message we ebaye. Now obi so edi a message bi abosi. Good morning Nana. And your panelists. Indeed, the year is on and the MPP is working hard to come back to power. To come back to power and put the country on the road. My greetings to Damke, our next constituency secretary from Roxon inside Bawunia say on the day a year message we eba ye. Obiso so ediabosi. Good morning, Nana. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said this because the so-called 24-hour economy that President JDM promised Ghanaians has not worked. Farmers are suffering. The inflation is well, but it is not reflecting in ordinary Ghanaians' pocket. Government workers are crying for their salary. Our lights bill always grow every month. Their big push is becoming a big pool. They fail our mothers by deceiving them with Women Bank. Surely Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will come. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia all the way. NDC, you they fail keke. Ghanaians don't eat dollar and inflation. So this guy at the studio called this government a positive governance. NDC, Dawood from Bonache on the this message we eba ye. And will be so at the nedie aba. Nana, we are pleading with NDC man that they should let the Gary buyers to come and buy our Gary, even 5 Ghana cedis. Busula Kwame Ales from Nyambon Junction on the day sa message we eba ye. Just a marking kind Eddie Amamu. My last message next ye be a matrophone atum. Also, good morning, Anantu. Mr. Gabi Bright, Gesukon Akutum, more fire. I like your submission. Keep fire burning. My greetings to Salisu Zibrila, Abena NDC, Mr. Nkpa Michael, Djokovic, OPK, Damke, from Great Paloma, Nana Tutujegu, on the day a year message we ebaye. Inti Nana Tutujegu, Nyamisha also do submission aba. Obiso so ediabosin, Nana Ansuma, the NDC man should consider local language trio obrofono almost say a dos what a brofodo ntinya botere said the beya bibia betimi ayekama and obi so e dia about say them all the way nti abusiafo na chese